I have not done one of these videos in such a long time. I'm trying to sit on this pillow, and honestly, it is pretty much because I have always been very nervous to film in public. And that's where I do all of my workouts. Every now and then I'll do a workout at home, like if I'm just like doing a quick little core workout, or if I can't make it out to the gym and I want to work on my biceps and maybe a little bit of shoulders and triceps, then I'll do that here. But for the most part, I do all of my workouts at a gym, at a studio, because I just don't have equipment that's heavy enough for the workouts that I do. So all of the workouts that you're gonna be seeing today are going to be from my gym or from my Pilates studio. So my routine has changed so much from the last time that I recorded a workout video. It's insane. Over the past few months, I've just added so many different things to my routine. I started working with a trainer last summer. I also started taking up Pilates. Now feels so much better than what I've been doing for the past few years. So I'm excited to take you guys through my week of workouts, and I hope you guys enjoy. So since I started incorporating Pilates into my workout routine, I've had to change up my workout schedule, especially so that it doesn't conflict with my work schedule. Let's start off with day one, and my day one starts on Thursdays. Thursday is my last day of the week to actually be in the office, so I thought, why not start my week of workouts with Pilates? So I booked my classes either at New York Pilates or solidcore. I love going to New York Pilates for a typical reformer Pilates class. Unfortunately, and I'm so sorry, they did not allow me to film the actual class, so I tried to film a little bit beforehand so you guys can see exactly what the studio looks like and what the machine looks like, but I wasn't able to record the actual exercises. New York Pilates, both locations that I've been to in Flatiron and Bowery, have been phenomenal. The instructors are so nice and they are so good at their jobs. Their workouts are so intense. Your body will be worked in ways that you have never thought that it could be worked before. You guys see how many reformer machines are in this class? Every single one of them will get filled up every single class that I go to. So you're on this machine that moves back and forth, and the intensity is determined by the amount of springs that you actually put on. You also have this ball that you use sometimes either to help with your ab workouts or with your leg workouts. You also get a box that you saw me remove. You would be surprised with how many different varieties of exercises that you do on this machine. It is insane. And I'm telling you guys, since I started doing Pilates, my core has been the strongest that it's ever been. Doing regular ab workouts at the gym just wasn't cutting it for me. Since I started doing Pilates, my core looks so much more defined, and it's not just about looks, it feels so much stronger. Like, I used to hate doing planks and now I do them so easily. I love the fact that it's a really slow paced workout that really engages your core, because if you don't have a strong core, then the rest of the workouts that you do at the gym can honestly be compromised. You can hurt yourself because it all starts with having a very strong core. Now, the reason why I alternate between reformer Pilates and solidcore is because solidcore is a different beast. If you're the type of person who loves to sweat, who loves really intense workouts, who loves working your muscles to failure, loves strength training, but also is really into things like Pilates, then I think you'd really love solidcore. You either love it or you hate it. The lights come down, the music goes up, they turn on the blue lights. You get absolutely no breaks. People call it like Pilates on. Feeling your body shaking because you are working to failure and you know how hard you're pushing yourself just feels amazing to me. I'm one of those people that loves to strength train, who love doing these Pilates movements, so I think solidcore is the perfect combination of both. That's the reason why I alternate between both. So if I want to get a really good sweat and a really intense workout in, I'll go to solidcore. If I want to take it a little bit easier, then I'll go to regular reformer Pilates. Fridays, and this is when I do my early morning workouts before work, of course. I like to train legs twice a week. So on Fridays, I'm going to be doing my most intense workouts because my legs are not going to be tired. Of course, I have to start off my weightlifting workouts with glutes and hamstrings. And I have to be the only girl in the world who hates training glutes and hamstrings. It is my least favorite workout, so I'm like, let me just get it done and over with at the start of the week. And I do a few variations of these workouts depending on how much time I have at the gym. So of course, with any any sort of leg workouts, I start off with my warm-up. Better to do mobility work before you actually go into strength train instead of stretching, because you're going to be opening up your body a lot more and making yourself less open to injury by doing these mobility warm-ups. All right, so glutes and hamstrings. I start off with hip thrusts. Now, I'm lucky to have this machine at my gym because honestly, doing hip thrusts with a barbell or a strap over my hips, it just sounds horrible to me. This machine is literally just like a padded bar, and it just makes it really easy to get in and out of the machine and get your workout done super quickly. It's super easy to load. You don't have to worry about a million plates. The way that it's set up, the weight is further from your body, so you use less plates to do your workouts. It's all physics. Like, somebody on TikTok explained it, and they explain it a lot better than I do. Let's just say on a barbell, you have like 3 plates on one side and 3 plates on the other side, and you're lifting super heavy. You might only be able to load this machine with 2 plates, and it still feels like the same amount of weight, and it's just because of the way that the weight is distributed. I start off with hip thrusts because if I end with hip thrusts, then I'm just not gonna finish them. They are so uncomfortable, so intense, but I have to do them because they really work your glutes. On this machine, I start off with 1 plate and then I go into 2, and then sometimes if I'm feeling really strong, I'll go up another plate, and that's where I am right now. Then after that, I pick my own little corner of the gym to do the rest of my workouts. My gym gets very crowded, so I grab some dumbbells, I grab some equipment, and I'm running off to my corner. So on this day, I had more time because it was a weekend. So I started off doing Bulgarian Split Squats, which I absolutely hate, but I'm so lucky that my gym actually has this little equipment. I don't know what it's called. It just makes it so easy to do your Bulgarians instead of using a bench. Now, because I'm working my glutes and hamstrings, I'm leaning forward a little bit more and I'm sitting into the exercise so that I'm working more of my backside instead of my quads. And after Bulgarians, I went straight into single leg RDLs. And I've done regular like barbell RDLs, and I've done regular barbell deadlifts, done conventional deadlifts, but I noticed that I feel it a lot more in my glutes when I do these single leg RDLs. So this is just preference for me. I have to use straps on this particular leg day because my grip strength is trash. So I had to get these bear grips so that it can help me hold the actual weight, because as I went up in weight, my grip started to give out a lot sooner than my legs would give out. So that's why I purchased these things. They just make it so much easier to hold on to the weights and actually get through my workout. So I know the angle is really weird, but when I do this, I have to really make sure that I engage my core and that my spine is really aligned, especially with my neck and my head. When I wouldn't engage my core, my back would start to hurt a lot, and that's not what you want. You're not working what you're supposed to be working if you don't do that. That's where the Pilates core comes in. Sometimes if I'm low on time, then I like to superset, and this is what I do, which I didn't get on video, but I actually learned this from my personal training sessions. Sometimes, which might sound crazy to some people, sometimes I superset my Bulgarian split squats with single leg RDLs. It is the most intense, craziest burn through your glutes specifically that you will literally ever feel in your entire life. And you get your workout done so much quicker. Literally go straight from Bulgarians straight into single leg RDLs with my legs still up. So you're working that same exact leg, doing both exercises back to back. It is the most intense burn. If you really want to feel it, try that superset out. You might hate me after that, but trust me, it is so good. All right, now what I did not get on camera, which I'm so upset about because I actually got really distracted. After I do those 3 things, I do step ups. These are really good for your glutes as well. So you literally just get like a box or any sort of equipment that works with your specific height. So I think I use a box that's about like 20 inches tall. Grab a weight and you literally like sit into your leg and you really drive back up through your legs. I love to have like a slight lean forward so that I'm engaging my glutes a lot more. Step ups literally come from hell as well, just like Bulgarians. I hate them. When I'm doing these workouts, I literally feel like throwing up but they are so good and you'll be so sore afterwards. And I love to end my glute and hamstring workouts with this machine that everybody loves. I just love to throw it in there because I feel like it's a really good finisher. I don't rely on this solely to work my glutes. That's why I do everything else beforehand. And then I add in a hamstring curl when I want to isolate my hamstring. Then I finish my workout on this machine. Then on Saturday, I'm going into upper body. And this particular day that I'm showing you guys, I worked out literally every part of my upper body and I am still sore. I'm still sore from this workout. And of course, I love to work out my back. Training my back and my biceps has to be my favorite. So I start off with assisted pull-ups because I still cannot do a pull-up with just my body weight. I'm just a girl who's trying to learn how to do it. If you do have an assisted pull-up machine at your gym, use it. It is so helpful, and my pull-ups have gotten better. Like my upper body has gotten stronger doing these because it not just works out your back, it also works out your biceps at the same time. It literally works out almost all of your upper body muscles, I feel like. What I wanted to do on this specific day, which is what my trainer in the past has had me do, is add in barbell rows. But this specific day, somebody took the barbell from that squat rack and I didn't want to use the Smith machine because I'm not a fan of the Smith machine. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do another workout that he showed me. I don't necessarily know what this workout is called, but you basically grab a bench, make sure that it's slightly inclined, not too low. You literally lean on it, and it's so scary trying to lean on this because I felt like I was gonna fall over every time, especially holding onto the weights. But the bench just, it doesn't move. Make sure that it's like secure, sturdy. I think I started this day off warming up with 25 pounds, and then I think I went up to 35 pounds, and you're literally just driving back, pinching your back so that you're making sure that you're actually engaging everything that you're trying to work out. This exercise is a lot easier if you have like kettlebells. When I'm doing this exercise, I make sure that my shoulders are rolling forward so that I'm getting a really good stretch on my back. And then when I lift the weight up, my back is being pinched. Like my shoulder blades are pinching together, everything. And if you do want to get a little spicy, I used to do these supersetting them with like lateral raises. Oh my God, the most intense workout of my life. Then after this, I went upstairs and I grabbed a machine so that I can do lat pull downs. Everybody's favorite back workout, I feel like, is a lat pull down. When I'm doing these, I try to go kind of like around here, like between my chest and my chin. I try to keep it around here, and I try to move pretty slowly so that I'm getting a really good stretch. I try to make sure that I'm going pretty slow so that I'm not moving with momentum, so that I'm really engaging my lats. And I also make sure that my thumbs are not gripping the machine like this. Like make sure that your thumbs are kind of over so that you're not really working your biceps as much, because if you grab it like this, you're working out your biceps more than you need to be. So if you want to isolate your lats on your back, then hold it exactly like this. After that, I go right into this machine right here, and I know it is such an awkward positioning, but I did not know where to put this. I did not bring a tripod with me. I don't know where my tripod is, and I just feel really weird bringing a tripod to the gym. It's so normalized at my gym, so I don't know why I feel weird about it, but that's why the angle is so weird. So again, with this workout, I'm leaning forward, I'm engaging my core, and I'm making sure that I'm getting a really good stretch as I lean forward on my back, and then making sure again that I'm engaging my back when I'm pulling the weight back to me. After this, I actually did another machine from my back. Let me see if I have a picture of it. I didn't get to record because the angle was just so weird. Like where this machine is positioned, there's other machines behind it, and there were people using those machines, so I didn't want to go up to them and be like, can I lean my phone on the machine that you're using so that I can record my video? That would just be so weird. But it's this high row machine. I like to do this one by one because I like to isolate each side. Whenever I'm doing certain workouts, I like to do it side by side because sometimes I have one side that's weaker than the other one. And as you can see on this screenshot, it literally works your entire back, which is why I love it. And then after that, I'm going into biceps because my back is done. I don't need to do anything else after that. So now I'm going into bicep curls, and at this point my biceps are just really tired, but I like to do like exercises that isolate them. So I just do 2 little bicep workouts. These are regular bicep curls, and I like to do them one by one again to isolate each side because I have one arm that's weaker than the other one. On this specific day, you can see that I was was getting so frustrated with the one side that just did not want to come up. I think it was my right side that was feeling weaker that day than my left side, so I was getting so frustrated. I was like, come on, just get it up. But then after that, I go into hammer curls. Same thing with those. When you're doing either one of them, they're working a different part of your bicep, so that's why I like to do both of them. I was struggling. I was like, really just get it up. This is so embarrassing. Even though I was in my little corner over here, I was the only person who could see myself struggling, and I was just like, come on, like, get it up. And typically I would end it here, but on this specific day I decided to work out my shoulders as well. I don't know why. I think it was just the pre-workout. So I went into shoulder presses, and I don't do shoulder presses too much, or I don't do too many of them, because I have this problem where when I'm doing shoulder presses, my elbows start to hurt, and it's not the joint, it's like, I don't know if it's a ligament or what it is that kind of just feels like it's scraping over my bone. I know it's so weird, it sounds so weird, but I don't do too many of these, or don't go too heavy with these. Then I went into front lateral raises. The reason why I'm using a plate instead of an actual dumbbell is because I want to do them both at the same time. When I was working with a trainer, he would have me do it with plates, so that's how I feel comfortable. That's it for shoulders. I don't like working out shoulders. I don't want to get like super like bulky shoulders. It's not my thing. And then after that, I did a little bit of triceps. That's what I got done this particular day. Going into Sundays, it's going to be my day to work on quads and calves and a little bit of inner thighs. So when I'm training my legs, I try to work each side differently. So like glutes and hamstrings one day, then my next leg day of the week, I'm working out quads and calves. I like to start off with squats, and I know that it's working like all of your leg muscles, and that's why I try to incorporate them. If you only do like machine workouts, then you're not working on your balance, you're not working on your stability, you're not working on engaging your core as much. So even though I always hated using the barbell and doing barbell back squats, I incorporated them into my workouts because I want to get better at my balance, and I want to get better at engaging everything at the same time. If the squat racks are taken and I don't have time to just sit there and wait for the person to be done, then I will go upstairs and I'll use the hack squat. The hack squat is so intense, but it's really good for your quads. Like, you will feel the burn on the hack squat. And after that, I just went straight to the leg press and I started loading it up. I try to go as deep as I can without my spine curving, without my butt lifting from the seat, because you can really hurt yourself doing that. Then I went to my favorite little cage, or at least that's what I like to call it, to do single leg press. I think that's what it's called. I honestly have no idea, but that's what I call it. I love this machine because it lets you work on each leg one at a time. Like I said, sometimes one side is weaker than the other one, so I like to isolate each leg. So here I also started off with 145-pound plate, and then I doubled it, and I think I actually added a 35-pound plate to each side as well. And it's just really good. But if you don't have this machine, you can just get on a regular like seated upright leg press. I don't know the terms for these things. I just get on the machines and go. But if you don't have this machine, you can just get on that one and then just do it single leg. That's what I actually used to do before I figured out what this machine was for. All right, then I said I like to go into my inner thigh workouts, so I just hop onto this machine and work on some inner thighs, because I like to make sure that I isolate at least each part of my legs when I'm doing my leg workout. So I hit inner thighs for a little bit, and that's the only thing that I'm going to do for that. And then I want to do these leg extensions to really isolate my quads. The reason why I'm filming myself in the mirror is because this machine placement is just so weird. Like, there's a few of them and the placement is just very strange for all of the ones that they have at my gym, so I couldn't put my phone down to record myself, so that's why I'm recording myself in the mirror. I do that before inner thighs. I think I just recorded myself, like, very strange. And then the last thing that I do is hop on this machine and work on my calves. And then I don't always hop on the treadmill afterwards. I prefer not to, but on this day I had a little bit more time and I wanted to get my steps in, so I got on the treadmill. I did not run. I walked a mile and that was it. So that's Sunday. Now on Mondays, I already showed you guys a little bit of it in my upper body day, but on Mondays, that's when I would do my shoulder work for the most part and my tricep work. I don't do too much tricep work work, there's a machine that literally is a tricep press, and that's what I use to do my tricep work. The Monday is a really light day, and then I would do a lot more cardio on Mondays. So I like to focus on shoulders, a tiny bit of triceps, and then for the most part cardio on Mondays, because after this week of workouts I am just so tired. I don't want to do anything anymore, so that's when I do the workouts that require the least amount of energy for me. That is my week of workouts, you guys. That is my most updated workout routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that this was helpful. I'll leave all of my workouts listed down below just in case somebody wants a screenshot, take it to the gym, do what they gotta do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video.